episode of the Floyd County Collab Chat. My name is LaDonna Collins, and I'm the Executive Director of the Rome Floyd County Commission on Children and Youth. And I am here with Christa Gilmore. She is the Youth Development Coordinator for the Teen Resource Center with the Northwest Health District. Thank you so much for joining us today, Christa. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So before we get started, I just want to introduce everyone to exactly what Collab Chat is and how it corresponds with the Floyd County Collaborative Team. So Collab Chats is a spinoff of the Floyd County Collaborative Team that's been meeting in Floyd County for years and is actually a portion of the Georgia Family Connection Partnership. But really what Collab Chats is going to be, it is going to be a in-depth, up close and personal of what our community partners do, any events that they have. We're going to just be able to get into the lives of our community partners, different from what we are able to do on a given day when we have our Floyd County Collaborative meetings. When we have our Floyd County Collaborative meetings, it's everybody in the room and everybody is sharing about what they do and what they have going on. But Collab Chats will be a small, intimate space via online that we can share, and our community partners can share their mission and their vision and everything that they have to offer. So let's go ahead and get into asking you some of those juicy questions, not gossip questions, but juicy questions about you as the Youth Development Coordinator. So Christa, what exactly is the Teen Resource Center at the Floyd County Health Department, and what do you all do?
So I technically work under the Adolescent Health and Youth Development Program. And so that falls under our Georgia Department of Public Health. And so what I do is I provide that prevention education on adolescent topics. So all of those adolescent health topics, I provide education and prevention campaigns and information on those issues. And then I also provide youth opportunities to grow their leadership skills, their advocacy skills, learn how to really make change in their community and how to be peer educators for, their friends.
Oh, wow. So you mentioned that there's a lot of health education topics that you are able to provide for the community. Can you just name a few of those for us?
Absolutely. So when we started historically, we were mainly teen pregnancy prevention. So we still offer teen pregnancy prevention education, whether that's through one-time health education sessions or through evidence-based risk reduction curriculum that we can offer. We have lots of different curriculums that we can offer different age groups, different settings. And then we've expanded really to offer all adolescent health issues such as bullying, teen dating violence prevention, drugs and alcohol, anything you can really think of that's teen related.
Wow, that's exciting. So is it just you? Do you have somebody that works with you? Because I'm imagining that, the Northwest Health District is pretty big. So if it's just you, my hat goes off to you and you being able to do it. But if it's not just you, who do you have working with you?
Yeah, so I have a fantastic health educator named Shyla Crenshaw, and she's been with us now for a year. And so she really tag teams with me, and we are able to serve our entire 10-county Northwest Health District. However, historically, we've been based primarily in Bartow and in Floyd. So a lot of our services traditionally have been in those communities, but anybody can request us to come out in any of our communities in our Northwest Health District.
So that means if you are a youth service provider, maybe in the faith-based industry or business or at a local Boys and Girls Club, YMCA, any of these well-known organizations, they can call you and email you and are able to bring you in to provide their resources or services that you offer?
Absolutely. And we can tailor it to the audience, the time that they have available for us to speak, the size of the group, whatever their needs are.
Oh, wow. So, what are some exciting events that you all take part in throughout the year? Give us a quick version of maybe what your whole year looks like. I know you were talking about that you do the youth action teams. So, let's just take us through a little trip down the world of a youth development coordinator as well as a public health educator. What do you do in the community, particularly Floyd County, since this is the Floyd County Collab Chat?
Yeah, so we serve as a resource person. So what that means is we try to be involved in as many local community organizations and their meetings so that we can provide our services and help out in any way that they need us to. That's how our involvement with the Rome Floyd County Commission on Children and Youth got started, and the Floyd Collaborative. But we, throughout the year, we offer a youth action team. So we have one in Floyd and we have one in Bartow right now also. And that's high school students from all of the local high schools, and we meet them several times a month, and they plan out different public awareness campaigns in their school and in the community around different issues. And our goal is really to empower them and let them take the lead on those campaigns and what they want to focus on. And so that meets year round. So that keeps us pretty busy year round. But kind of just looking at the year, we tend to follow the school calendar. So August really starts kicking things off for us. And here in Floyd, I help coordinate the Floyd Teen Maze with you, LaDonna, which is our big event that all of our ninth graders in the Floyd County and the Rome City schools and Darlington schools go through, and that's where the students can make real life choices, experience real life consequences in a safe environment.
Wow.
And they're drawing scripts, and it's random, and so they don't know what's going to happen in the teen maze and where it's going to lead them. But it really helps to get those conversations started that are sometimes difficult conversations for teens to have.
Wow.
And so Teen Maze is in October, and that usually is also when we're doing Red Ribbon Week in the schools. We partner with Floyd Against Drugs a good deal and do Red Ribbon Week activities, and then participate in the YMCA's Boo Fest. And then we offer different, health education events. We go in and speak with the Boys and Girls Club and at different schools. Rome High School, they do a risk reduction curriculum called Reducing the Risk, and then come in once a semester to just kind of talk about the health department services that students can get in the family planning clinic. We talk about pregnancy prevention and STI prevention, and then doing different presentations throughout the year. And then in the spring, we have Safe Sober Prom campaigns going on. We have Bartow Teen Maze. We take our kids to a leadership camp called Georgia Teen Institute that's at Emory's campus in Oxford, Georgia every year. So we stay pretty busy, but it's always kind of different. So when people ask, what do you do or what does your week look like? It's always so different. I can't really say week to week, like what I'm doing or what we're going to be doing or where we'll be.
Wow. You stay busy. You and Shyla stay busy. So with you being so busy throughout the year, how in the world are you able to get some professional development? Are you going to different trainings or, different conferences to make sure that you stay abreast of the different trends that are going on in our community? I heard you say that you work with Floyd Against Drugs, and our alcohol and substance abuse is the world is forever changing. So how in the world do you stay abreast of the newest trends that are coming into the world of, preteens and teens and tweens?
Well, I think the first and easiest and most accessible thing are webinars. I think we're all experiencing that right now during this COVID-19 pandemic, that webinars are so easily accessible, and there's some great webinars out there to help on lots of different topics and to give you lots of different tips and training. So Shyla and I, we try to sign up for as many different webinars throughout, each month as we can. We also attend several different conferences. Typically, we try to go to 2 or 3 different conferences a year, whether that's the Georgia School of Addiction Studies, to really get that drug and alcohol education and get up to date on, what's going on with vaping and what's the newest trends that we're seeing in adolescents with our drug use. Or we go, Shyla, this September, she'll be going to the Georgia After School and Youth Development Conference. So that's another great one. So we try to strategically plan some different conferences throughout the year. And then any local trainings that may be going on that organizations may be offering.
So I want to go back to the Teen Maze because, even though I've been working for years in Rome, for 13 years in this area, in the area of, youth development, actually last year was my first time really participating in, as well as co-coordinating the Teen Maze. So for people that are out there that are listening today and as well as watching, this year I think we had over 300 volunteers and over 1,200 teens, high school freshmen in this area went through Teen Maze. So can you talk about who all you have volunteering, and then how can they get involved? How can some other agencies get involved to volunteer so they can get in and play a role in the Floyd County Teen Maze? I think this year will be the 9th year. So how can community partners who have not had a role to play, how can they get involved in the Teen Maze this year?
Absolutely. So like you said, we had probably, close to 300 volunteers last year. It takes a lot of manpower to pull off a Teen Maze because there are a lot of different stations that we need actual human bodies at.
Yes.
So our largest supplier of volunteers has consistently been Georgia Highlands College. The nursing program and the dental hygiene program, they have been phenomenal. Staffing many of the stations, as well as shorter nursing program, and then the Berry College early education program as well. So our local colleges have really stepped up to the plate to provide so many of those volunteers for us. But we also have our local juvenile court program, Floyd Against Drugs. Our school systems actually lend a lot of their staff to man our graduation station. So that takes a lot of different volunteers there. Our local EMS, fire, police, sheriff's department,
Wow.
all of those first responders, because they're out there with our crash scene, which every single group goes through. They are leading the driving course. So they're staying busy there. We have our local health department.
Our funeral home directors.
Our funeral home, yeah. We always have a local bank that mans our bank station. So we have a ton of volunteers, but we always need more. We need volunteers to plug in everywhere. One of the biggest areas that consistently we need volunteers is our Teen Maze guides. And those are people who are throughout the entire Teen Maze, and they're really helping to make sure that students know what they're doing, that they don't have questions, that they're not, that they don't need an adult assistant, that they're where they're supposed to be. But if anybody wants to be a volunteer, we would love to have them. We'll start meeting back again in August.
Yes.
When the school year starts back up, and then Teen Maze will be the end of October. And so it's coming up really quickly, but we meet the 3rd Monday of the month at 2:00 at the Floyd County Health Department in the conference room, and everyone is welcome to attend. Or you can shoot me an email or give me a phone call, and I can give you more information.
Wow, Christa, thank you so much. You have enlightened us, the Rome Floyd County area, as well as the whole world, on what you do as a youth development coordinator at the Teen Resource Center for the Northwest Health District at the Floyd County Health Department. And I know you also are very closely connected with the Bartow County Teen Resource Center. So if anybody wants to get in touch with you, because I'm remembering back years ago when I used to utilize your resources and do different things. So I'm hoping, my goal is that many other local youth serving organizations will reach out to you to be able to get you to come into their organization and provide information on bullying and different things like that, because our teens are dealing with a lot of different things. So before we end, another question just came to mind. What are some new trends that you are seeing, even though right now we're in this pandemic of COVID-19, but yet and still, before this happened, what are some new trends that you have seen that have come up, and how are you guys tackling those?
Yeah, so May is actually Teen Pregnancy Prevention Month. So every May, we try to bring light to our teen pregnancy sort of status. And the good news is that consistently our teen pregnancy rates have been declining. So that's great.
That's great. Applause.
Couldn't have done it without all of the amazing organizations and faith groups and leaders in our community who have really worked, to help educate our teens and provide support for our teams and mentors for them and all of those different things. That every single one of those contributed to that decreased teen pregnancy rate. However, unfortunately, we are seeing higher teen STI rates, and we're also seeing an increase in those repeat teen pregnancies. So those 18 to 19-year-olds who previously had a teen pregnancy, we're seeing them having another child around age 18, 19. So we're seeing that increase as well. So, that's just something that we've all got to kind of keep our eye on and continue doing what we do and offering education. And another piece to this that we're going to be actually adding in this next year is offering adolescent friendly trainings. So whether they're for clinics or for even adolescent or youth serving organizations, we can come in and work with your staff and help them to really understand how to be young adult and adolescent friendly, how to work on maybe those unspoken biases that we might sometimes project and we don't realize it, how to make our environment around us comfortable for adolescents to actually want to seek out the services at your organization or your business. So we're going to be working with that and offering those trainings for our community members.
Wow, that's good. I love that you called it adolescent friendly, just because our teens sometimes feel that adults are not friendly. So being able to go into different youth serving organizations and help them learn how to make their environment, their services that they offer, adolescent friendly. I think that is a wealth of knowledge that will be able to help youth resource centers and teen centers and different places like that continue to make teens or offer services to teens that they want to attend. So my goodness, thank you so much, Christa. I am excited about all the things that the Teen Center is doing in this area, and there's so many services and opportunities that can be made available. I'm absolutely loving the Youth Action Committee and all the things that you're providing leadership for our teens locally that maybe they would not be able to get within our schools and different places like that. So I know a new school year is ending, a school year is ending, and a new school year will be beginning. So with that, I know you'll be having some graduating seniors. So with those graduating seniors, I'm sure you'll want to replace those seniors with some upcoming freshmen. So just be on the lookout. Christa always does a great job in sending me emails when she needs new youth action team members, as well as the pre-recorded health education lessons that we've been pushing out on our social media page lately. So you all be on the lookout for everything that the youth development coordinator of Christa has to offer. And before we get off, I want to give her the opportunity to give us all of her contact information so you can get in touch with her. So Christa, the floor is yours to give us your contact information so your phone can start ringing off the hook.
So the easiest way to get in touch with me is either through calling my cell phone or emailing me, only because my office number is in Floyd, and I'm not always in Floyd since I serve different counties.
Okay.
So my cell phone is 770-546-9510. And my email address is Christa, CHRISTA.Gilmore, GILMORE, at dph.ga.gov.
Well, thank you so much, Christa. Today was great. You guys have just now experienced our first episode of the Rome Floyd County Collab Chats, and just be on the lookout for one more this month. And we are so excited about Christa taking her morning to join us and share with us all the mission and the vision of the youth development coordinator, as a youth development coordinator, but also of the Team Resource Center. So, Christa, once again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you soon. And you guys stay around and join us for this week's Floyd County Collaborative Team meeting. It's going to be via Zoom. So what we'll do is we will send out a newsletter on Wednesday, and in that newsletter, it'll have the Zoom credentials so you can make sure to log in to our collaborative meeting. So we thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 1 of the Rome Floyd County Collab Chats, and we will see you next week for another episode, episode 2. Thank you all so much.